Nice to see you again.
Yes, the same to you. Today, I would like to ask you about core tools, which are really very popular for automotive and actually mandatory to use. What is the approach for Stellantis FCA to use these core tools?
Okay, it's a very good question, and the answer is not simple, I could say, because if we are speaking about the core tools, there are distinguished for the three categories. The core tools which we can use basing on the reference documents from ANFIA. So this is the Italian Association of Automotive Industry. The second group is AIAG, so the same but for the US. And then we have two categories of the core tools which are referring to the Stellantis FCA standards. So let's start from those which we can use basing on the ANFIA documents. So here we have three categories of the core tools. The first is FMEA, the second one is the SPC, and the third one is MSA. If we will go to the second group, so AIG, here we can distinguish FMEA itself, then SPC, but here one remark, SPC, if we are delivering the part directly to ex-Chrysler, so we could say for North America. And then we have MSA, APQP, and PPAP. And with PPAP, the second big question mark, because here we have to remember that PPAP itself, according to the AIAG reference document, is applied only for the Stellantis FCA powertrain in Europe. For the automotive, there is a totally different standard, which is created by the Stellantis FCA. And here, those requirements we will find in the third group. So there are two reference documents related to the core tools for which Stellantis FCA created itself the standard. The first is the SPC. The number of the standard is 9.01102/08. And here, if we are cooperating with the client, we should be aware that here, if we will agree to use the AIG approach, it's okay for us. But the starting point for performing the SPC is the FCA standard. The second standard, which is created by the FCA, is referring to the PPAP. And the name of the standard is plant evaluation, and the number of the standard is 71079. So it's totally different approach comparing to the PPAP from the AIAG, because I think that here this video will also hear and see the people which are cooperating for a long time with this client. So the old name of this activity is also Benestare. So it was this name used in the past. Right now, when the requirements has been combined with ex-Chrysler, they have created for the Europe the activity which is named plant evaluation. So this is how it looks like.
Let me maybe concentrate on FMEA because of new addition of joint standard of VDA and AIAG since 2019. How it is with Stellantis FCA? Because you've said that this is put in the group of ANFIA requirements of these core tools.
ANFIA and AIG, those two documents you will find when you will download the Stellantis FCA for Europe. So here, if we are speaking about the Europe, so the region which I think it's important for us, here there is so far no information about the recommendation to use the new FMEA document which has been created together with AIG and VDVA. But from the other hand, those requirements will already found if we will cooperate with the North America, so ex-Chrysler. So if you see a requirement for the Stellantis FCA for North America, then we will find the information that we can use old one version, so according to the AIG, or we can use the new one, which has been created by those two associations.
So this is up to the supplier, which approach will be used.
So far, yes, and everything depends from the individual agreement during the advanced quality planning meeting with the FCA SQE.
Okay. So thank you very much for these answers to core tools. I really like this topic because it's really very strongly emphasized in ERTF edition since 2016, and also for internal auditors requirements. So I guess this video will be really helpful, not only for the suppliers generally cooperating with Stellantis, but also for internal auditors in the organization who are obliged to audit CSRs. So thank you, Dariusz.
Thank you, Agata, for your time.